Boyos?
Oh my god.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Yes.
How's everybody?
Good.
Episode 51.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a hell of an episode.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Damn, we got some awesome Mandalorian episode today.
Yeah.
At the time of this recording, so this is coming out a week later. We got an awesome Bad Batch episode.
Yeah.
Both amazing, but my god, we called it again.
We called it.
again. Okay. Real quick, before we jump into this episode, before we get
Carried away
ahead of ourselves, just want to have a couple of quick announcements for everybody. First of all, I also just want to ask, please rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast. That really helps us a lot. It helps us, helps the podcast grow, helps more people find us, and it just would really mean a lot to us.
We'd love your feedback.
Yeah, and we would love your feedback. We want to know that we're doing a good job. We want to know that you guys are enjoying the show, and if you're not, we
let us know.
Let us know. If you hate us, that's cool.
Here comes the storm.
Yeah.
You can at me at Isabella.Amidala on Twitter.
Yeah, she wants all the smoke.
All right.
I'm kidding.
So, go at her. But yeah, also, we would have promoted WonderCon, but this is coming out a week, or the week after WonderCon.
Yeah.
So we will have been at WonderCon. So if we saw you at WonderCon, it was great to see you.
It's great to see you. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you so much to all of you for coming by, for your support, for saying hi. We love seeing you guys, and I know we had fun at WonderCon. There's no way we didn't.
Of course.
And it was we party rocked with BB Create with Miguel and Mike from BB Create. So I'm sure it was a really fun show.
Yes.
We have not experienced yet, but yeah.
It will be.
It will be. But at the time that this comes out, we will be at C2E2.
Yes.
A few days after this episode comes out.
We'll be in Chicago.
So we'll be in Chicago for C2E2. We're going to be exhibiting our very first time at C2E2. We'll be exhibiting there. There's also our very first out-of-state show.
Yeah, which is crazy.
It is. It's absolutely insane. I cannot believe we got in. I cannot believe that we're going to be going. I'm so excited.
We've been doing shows for 7 years.
Yeah.
And we've never done one out of state.
Exactly. No, yeah. So it's definitely a big deal for us. We're very, very excited. So thank you so much to C2E2.
Yeah.
We're super excited to be there we've been to Chicago. We love Chicago. We were at Celebration Chicago, and it's going to be at the same place at McCormick Place.
Yeah.
And so we're familiar with the convention
I think that
center.
helps a lot.
Yeah.
Because that makes me feel at least a little bit more calm of okay, at least where we're going, we've been there before, we know the venue, and we know what we got to do. Yeah.
The only thing that we've been super stressed about and getting everything ready is how we're going to get our stuff there.
Yeah.
First we were going to ship everything, and we were like, wait, we don't need to do that. We sell fucking pins.
Yeah, they're small.
They're small. So we figured out that we could fit everything in an extra suitcase.
Yeah.
So, win-win. There we go. So super excited for C2E2. So if you're in Chicago, if you're going to be attending C2E2, make sure to come by our booth.
Yes.
I probably should have prepared with our booth number. But I can check here real quick.
We'll have that all posted up on our Instagram.
But it's all on our Instagram. So go check our Instagram for booth number and all that fun stuff. We're also going to have exclusives for the show.
Yeah.
We're going to have a lot of unreleased stuff at C2E2 and some really fun exclusives that I cannot wait to show off.
Yeah.
But those will remain hidden for now.
Yeah.
So,
I am extra excited because I'm going to be cosplaying each day.
Yes.
And I am revealing a new cosplay at both WonderCon and C2E2. So I'm going to have 2 new cosplays. So
That's right.
I'm really excited. I'm still not done with one of them. After this, I'm probably going to stay up all night finishing it. But it'll be worth it because I'm really, really excited. And I'm excited to see all my cosplay friends too.
It's going to be awesome. That's always fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, besides that, I think that's it for the announcements.
I think so.
But yeah, oh my gosh. So yeah, once again, thank you all so much. We're super excited for this episode. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to cover.
Yeah.
And once again, please don't forget to rate, review, subscribe. It helps us a ton.
Yes.
But yeah, let's get into the show, right? All right, this one, I think this one's funny.
All right.
I forget. I just add random shit in here now. Wait.
I love that it's like what you'd send in a group chat, but what we share with our podcast.
Yeah.
It's like completely unhinged.
All right.
Oh my God.
He's eating the snowman.
I'm surprised this lightsaber.
Yeah. What's the
I hate
brand?
snowman.
Oh my God.
I hate snowman.
I hate snowman.
We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
Hot flashbacks.
Yeah.
Drop.
Yay.
I hate snowman.
I hate snowman. At least he's honest.
Put that in audio now.
Yeah. I should have added that to the soundboard.
Honestly,
For
yeah,
winter episodes.
that blade was impressive. I
Yeah.
don't know how it didn't break.
That's why I sent it in, because I was like, how? If that was like a Force Effects lightsaber, it'd be in pieces.
Yeah.
If that was like a,
No way. Yeah.
Definitely not.
I don't know. Must be the most durable blade.
I mean, it has to be. That's
Or
definitely
very
like
fluffy. Well, no, it can't be fluffy snow because then it wouldn't be
No.
a snowman.
Did you hear it? Did you hear?
Yeah, he
how-
was hacking at
Here,
that
let's
thing.
rewatch that, because it is impressive. It is impressive.
Do you
No
want to
freaking
kill a
mercy.
snowman?
Exactly.
I hate snowmen. Look at that. Look, that's hard snow.
Yeah.
And he's hitting sticks.
Yeah. We got a comment.
I hate snowman.
Oh my God.
We got to comment on his video and be like, I have to know what
Yeah.
lightsaber you're using.
I hate snowmen. I like it. That's probably my
Amazing.
All right. Oh my God. Okay. Let's get into this.
Yes.
We didn't sleep.
No.
We didn't sleep
No.
at all. All right. So yeah, we'll talk about Bad Batch after Mando this time.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we're 2 for 2.
Yeah.
We're 2 for 2 on our theories.
Which is insane.
Which is
Because they
insane.
were wild theories.
I thought I was crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll throw,
You're like, it would be amazing if this happened, but there's no way they would do it.
Yeah. So, I mean, well, no, because, okay, let's give ourselves some credit, because there's some merit to the Kelleran Beq theory.
No, it makes sense.
No,
I'm not
of course
saying it
they
doesn't.
did it. But, like, when we were talking about it, it was like, it was all about, how, like, what it would mean for him to come back and, like,
Oh, yeah.
and like, it just made sense. It
Yeah.
made sense story-wise. He worked with younglings. Like, it was a lot more likely for him to be introduced into the show and be brought, not into canon, but you know what I mean. than our alternative, which was Mace.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Which still would have been awesome, but it's more. It was obviously way more likely than Mace because it's like then they would have to bring that character back from the dead.
Yeah.
You know, and like
then
all
they have
that.
to get Sam motherfucking Jackson.
Yeah. So really quick,
They're like, nah.
here's us freaking calling it. Just in case you guys don't remember. So this is from episode 46 of the podcast, which was published February 15th, I believe.
I think so.
So I won't play the whole thing, but the Padawans.
Yeah.
I know I was joking about Jar Jar, but
What?
doesn't Ahmed play a Jedi?
Yeah.
Like, didn't they give him like a? He's like a Jedi.
Jedi Temple.
Yeah, from the Jedi Temple Challenge.
Jedi Temple Challenge. Save Grogu. that aged like a fine wine.
Like a fine wine. Look at that. I watched like the first episode. It was fun, but it's like very much for kids.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like that show you really like.
This is us.
Wait.
No. He trains younglings.
Wait. It's like starting to come together. Wait.
Wait, is that his name? Is not like his real name is Ahmed Best, but what's the character's name? It was like
Wait.
something.
Stop
Beck.
moving.
On the
I just saw it.
trailer,
Go down.
On the trailer, he would say
Kelleran Beq.
Yeah,
There we
that's
go.
it. Kelleran Beq.
Dude. Okay, look it
Look at
up.
that. Kelleran. So yeah, Beck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we called that shit, right? So we post. That episode went up February 15th. We recorded that a week prior.
Before, yeah.
So, yeah, like that was,
The 8th.
The 8th. I still can't believe it.
Yeah.
I still can't believe it. I'm blown away. His robes looked amazing.
They were really
in the
cool.
episode. Immediately in the episode, like you don't see him immediately.
Yeah.
So first you see like the Order 66 flashback. You see the Jedi that we've seen quite a few times now. We're seeing everything from like Grogu's perspective at first.
Yeah.
And then we hear one of the Jedi say,
Yeah. Get
like,
the child.
Get the child, Kelleran, or something like that.
Yeah.
And we were like, what?
Yeah.
Right. So we actually recorded our reaction to the episode.
Yeah.
And that should be up on YouTube by the time this comes out. But if not, it'll be up. So yeah, we stayed up until midnight to watch the episode. It was absolutely amazing. As soon as we finished the episode, as soon as we finished the episode, we go onto Twitter and we're like freaking out, right? And then I get a message. Okay, so real quick, before I get ahead of myself, I tweeted this after the episode came out in response to our friend Brody, who runs Officially Star Wars on Instagram. So this was on Twitter. So he asked, "Who saved Grogu? Let me know your theories." And so I retweeted it, and I was like, "Okay, hear me out." And so I just put the picture of Kelleran Beq because I was firm in this belief that, like, right?
Oh my god.
And it actually kind of took off. It was at 1,400 likes. Before. It got like up to 1,400 likes, and then it was doing numbers, so I shouted out the podcast. We also had posted a highlight.
Yeah.
On YouTube of both the Mythosaur and the Kelleran Beq
Which
theory.
is crazy because they were both right.
Yeah, so they were both right. Which I can't believe still.
That's fucking crazy.
I'm still like reeling in from the fucking Mythosaur
right?
theory.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and now we got
I'm
this
still
shit right.
Shook.
So we tweeted this and it like did really well. And now immediately as we finish the episode, we go on Twitter and we're like seeing what's up and people start commenting on this again.
Yeah.
And like retweeting it and stuff, and like not super crazy, but people like I guess remembered, or it's like coming up now that they're like looking up, Grogu.
Yeah.
Crazy podcast.
Yeah, some crazy. So this isn't even the craziest part, right? So this tweet's up. as we're on Twitter, we get a message. We get a fucking message from none other than Star Wars themselves.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
They slid into our DMs.
Star Wars slid into our DMs. They go, "Hello there, Arakel and Isabella. We love your video. We'd like to display your TikTok on StarWars.com
No mames.
and our other social media accounts with credit. Please note, we may need to edit for length or language. If you own the TikTok and agree to our use, please reply yes." And then they link to the TikTok, and it's the TikTok that we posted on TikTok
Please tell
and
me
on
you did
Instagram.
a GIF, like I say yes.
I'll show you. So, and it's the clip of that theory of the Kelleran Beq theory that we posted again on February 15th, right?
Yeah.
So, I guess it's fine. Yeah. I guess let me open them together. I don't know what I'm doing over here. Like a boomer working
Hashtag
this.
yes.
So I respond hashtag yes because I was like, I know it's an automated thing or maybe an automated thing. I don't want to, fuck it up. So I respond to yes. And then I was like, OMG, thank you so much. We're beyond excited. At this point, Bella and I are on the couch like screaming.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, it's like 1:30.
Like, what do we say?
And we're like, OMG, thank you so much. We're beyond excited after what just happened in this new episode of Mando. And I put like the hands up. And they responded and they said, "We've had your TikTok saved for a month.
What the?
Your predictive skills are impressive. Most impressive."
Oh, it's amazing.
And then they say, the moment you said, "Yo, he trains younglings," has had us smiling since February.
Oh my god.
Right?
Isn't that crazy?
So I responded and I said, "We're honored and honestly still can't believe it. We love Star Wars. Thank you for giving us such amazing stories. We're so happy to have Ahmed back," because we are fucking.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
Yeah.
amazing to have him back.
It's so beautiful that Anakin, Hayden got his,
Yeah.
Yeah.
well-deserved praise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're done.
Going
yeah.
back, and then it's like,
And now he is.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So, and then after that, I responded to them, saying that the point where it like clicks.
Yeah.
So I said it all made sense in that moment, right? But they didn't respond after that. Like the timestamp is there. It was like,
full-on combo.
Yeah, we were
dude.
just
It
like-
wasn't like automated. Okay, thank you.
yeah. But what's
like a
funny, and I don't
full-on
think
combo.
Bella sent the screenshot in, but they
No.
messaged her first, and they said, what did they say? Tell us about Arakel's reaction.
Yeah, they're like, please tell us about Arakel's reaction to the episode.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So they know me by name, by the way. I just want to say that.
They do.
Well, both of us. It's there.
We're on a
Arakel and
first name
Isabella.
basis with Star Wars.
Yeah, we're on a first name basis with Star Wars.
Not a big deal.
So
no, I was like literally
we couldn't sleep.
we couldn't sleep.
We hadn't even watched
Bad Batch.
Bad Batch yet.
So it was
Oh
like
my god.
1:30.
Yeah.
I think it was like 1:30 when we started watching Bad Batch.
Oh yeah. Because
This was like 1:15.
this was like 1:15 when we were talking. So yeah, it was. We still cannot believe it.
It's been a emotional couple of days. I'll say that.
Yeah, no, it's been
Roller
absolutely
coaster.
crazy. Like, I first of all, to be recognized by Star Wars
Yeah.
for our wild
Bucket
theory
list.
that
Yeah.
came true.
Yeah.
Bucket list,
Our
exactly.
nerd shit.
So thank you, Star Wars. We
Yes.
we love you.
We love
truly
you.
love you. Thank you so much. We're super excited. I mean, like, we
Yeah.
love the show. We love we love the community. We love it all. And just knowing that you guys saw it when we posted it,
Yeah.
and that you've been like
waiting to see our reaction. That's
waiting
so
to see
funny.
our reaction. That's awesome. So thank you. But yeah, it's been a wild ride.
Since then, have they posted it already on their?
I don't think
TikTok?
so
Not
because
yet?
Because it would be
'cause
spoiler.
okay.
spoilers usually go
Oh,
up
yeah, 'cause it's
Saturday.
just-
Yeah.
Well, at the time of this recording, but by
Yeah.
the time this episode comes out, I'm assuming
Oh.
whatever they're
We have
they're
to play
planning
it for
is
next
already
episode.
Yeah.
has already happened.
We have to play it next episode. Though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely will. We definitely will. Whatever happens, I mean, we'll be all over it. My God. So yeah, thank you all too for supporting our crazy theories.
Yeah.
Because
That's how it got seen.
That's how it got seen.
Yeah.
And let me just say, like, we've just passed our first year of the podcast.
Yeah.
This is only our first year of the podcast, and we already got like 2 huge things like right about like the biggest Star
That's
Wars
crazy.
show currently out. So just saying,
pat on the
like,
back.
Just
all we do is think about Star Wars.
this is all we do. I mean
Think
that's
about
why.
it, talk about it, theorize about it,
Yep.
think about what ifs.
Yep. Exactly. I mean, that's why we started the podcast. Because this is what we do all day.
Literally,
anyway.
we're like,
So
we're already doing it. We might as well record it.
might as well record it.
That was us at 4 a.m.
That was us before me trying to put words together to respond to Star Wars. My God. So
You should have just responded, I love you.
I love you. I love you. The Patrick.
Oh yeah.
I love you.
Oh my God.
And then they respond, I know.
Right.
All right. So, but yeah, let's really dive into the episode because it was actually a really, really cool episode. Let's backtrack. Obviously, we know Kelleran Beq saves Grogu. Jedi Temple Challenge saved Grogu. That was awesome. Absolutely insane to see the flashback. To see Grogu have that flashback the same way Din had his flashbacks in season 1.
Yeah.
At the forge with the armor, absolutely awesome. But before that, we see him. We see all of the covert training. They're all doing different things. There's target practice.
Like sparring.
There's sparring. There's
not wrestling, but
sparring.
Sparring.
Yeah. There's jetpack training. All that cool stuff, right?
Paintball.
Yeah, paintball. So yeah, we see Grogu have his first like training session.
Yeah.
His first sparring
That
session
was so cute.
as a Mandalorian. So
Yes.
we've already seen him train as a Jedi with Luke for a little bit, and then this is the first time we see him train now as a Mandalorian.
I love it.
And it was absolutely adorable. I think that's like one of the cutest things we've ever seen
Yeah.
Grogu do.
Yeah.
And he was holding back a bit, which again adorable.
Yeah.
And
He
then
looked so nervous
he
though.
was super nervous.
He's like, wait, I'm not ready.
Yeah, one does not speak unless one knows.
Yeah.
just-
Okay. Can we talk about how Din just like
Shitted on him.
roasted that kid?
Shitted on.
Like
Yeah.
he was like,
What?
yeah, he was like, don't fuck with my son. I don't care that you're a kid.
Exactly. No, yeah. He was like, why is he wearing his helmet?
Yeah.
It's like, well, because he's too young.
Well, he's too young to wear a helmet, and he's too young to fight.
And he's like, fucking bet.
Yeah, he did. He
That's
said
what he
bet.
said. That's what he
said
said.
bet.
I'm just quoting Din.
Then they put that little.
Being insulted by morons. Their education is so limited.
They put that little wrist rocket thing
Yeah,
on
yeah.
him. Oh
Tiny,
my God.
tiny. I can't
It
believe
was
they have them
huge.
that tiny.
I
Like,
know. Yeah,
It was so
like,
small,
was big
but it
on
was
him, but it
still
was
big
still-
on him. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God.
No, yeah, it was really cool to see that. A part of me was like, is he gonna like pop off right now?
Yeah.
Because I was like, maybe not.
Yeah.
But then he did.
Yeah.
He was that triple tap.
Well, yeah. First, we need to mention that the instructor, like whoever was teaching them, was like, even he was like, "Oh, Grogu's too small. Like he's too young."
He's like, it's fine.
and then yeah, like he's fine.
And
he was
even
like,
Bo,
I
Bo
don't
was like,
know.
this is his first time
you
using
sure?
the.
And he hadn't taught him how to use the
No, he's like, just
the
squeeze your
wrist
hand.
thing yet. He's like, just squeeze your hand, it's fine. I don't know. I just love seeing Din as like Papa Bear. Like,
Yeah.
my son can do anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like,
Uh,
don't tell me what my son can and can't do.
exactly. No, it was it. I definitely love that side of Din. And then seeing like the little looks that Grogu kept giving him, like
Yes, we took so many screenshots.
We
Like,
did.
there's gonna be so many memes.
like memes for days.
Oh my God, I loved
The
it.
whole attitude of don't mess with me or my son.
Exactly.
Never again.
Yeah,
Never
literally.
again.
So yeah, that was really funny. But yeah, I mean, we see that really, like, I honestly love, one of my favorite things whenever there's new Star Wars, and especially in this show, is seeing like the culture, like taking that deep dive into the culture of the Mandalorians, and not just the Mandalorians. Like in this show, yes, because it's the Mandalorian, but like seeing that with all the different sides of the Star Wars galaxy, right?
Yeah.
But especially with the Mandalorians, because they're so, so fucking awesome. Like, I mean,
They're
I need
warriors.
another reason?
It's a very
They're like the Spartans of the galaxy, you know. So it's really, really cool getting to take a deep dive into their culture, seeing their way of life, and obviously this is a very different, environment that they're in, because they're not in their home world. They're in hiding. They're they're just trying to survive at this point, but they still live how they used to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they live as close to
the
way they did before as they can.
Yeah. And even the way they lived before, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like before they were like pacifists and all that.
Yeah.
So I absolutely love seeing that. And then the whole sequence with the giant bird thing, taking the kid.
Yeah.
The whole chase scene with I mean, I'm getting ahead of myself, but like
the shots though, the flying shots, they actually look really cinematic. You don't you don't even think, this is a TV budget.
No, it looks
definitely
very
not.
high quality.
Super, super high
And
quality.
those jetpacks have juice. They're like,
They
okay,
do.
they're gonna stop now. Oh, they're still going. Okay. Like,
Yeah.
long length.
They can go for quite a while, and for a long distance. So I'm just surprised that thing didn't eat the kid sooner.
Yeah.
Because it took like a day to get there.
Yeah.
They took like over a day to get there.
Yeah.
And that kid was just in its like jugular the whole time.
Yeah.
So I mean, good on them. I'm glad he's not dead, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's cool seeing that is Paz's son.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a really cool connection there. Like we kind of suspected that in the previous episodes, kind of like how he was watching him get like pretty much baptized, or take the creed.
And his armor
like,
looks similar.
very similar colors. So that's cool. So it's Ragnar Vizsla, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome name. Seeing him like get emotional like that once they get to the nest, and he's like, "Hey, that's my son." Like he lost control once they got there.
Yeah.
You know, he was like calm and collected the whole time.
Yeah.
But then as soon as they get there, he's like, "Nah."
He's like just running straight into the literally the lion's den.
Literally. And then the little babies,
Not little
giant babies.
Yeah. Giant babies.
But yeah, that whole sequence was really cool. I was telling you, I'm pretty sure like that was definitely like a scene, and I forget if it was like either a Sinbad movie or it was like Jason and the Argonauts, one of those. But it's literally that. It's the giant nest of the Rock, not Dwayne, the ROC.
Yeah.
The giant bird. So that was really cool to see.
Yeah.
I love with these shows that they've not taking, but taking inspiration and elements from a lot of these classic movies and stories that have come before. And obviously it's just in Star Wars, and it's like it's movies that I've already loved before, but now we're like seeing, even if it's like minor, like quick little elements from these
And
movies.
I love that too, because that's something that George always did.
Yeah.
But they do pull from the movies that George pulled from, but now they're pulling from movies from the same era that George pulled from.
Yeah.
So it's still new.
Yeah.
Even though some of these movies are like 50, 60 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it's a really cool way to make it feel like Star Wars without it being like too on the nose.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like, right, younger kids are not going to know the reference.
No, of course not.
But
I mean, not everyone is going to know. And
Yeah.
It's not just, but like not everyone's going to catch on.
But it gives it that feel.
Yeah, of course.
It gives it that like, a long time ago feel.
Yeah, of these like great epics and like these
Exactly,
stories that have shaped humanity pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, like Sinbad is not just like a movie from whatever time period. It's like these stories that have survived the test of time, and that are still relevant.
It's a hero's journey.
It's a hero's journey, exactly. So so that was really cool. And then the chase scene with the jetpacks and oh my god,
the free falling,
it's like, how do you freaking fight a giant like pterodactyl thing
while flying,
like who
in
has
his element,
your friend in its mouth and his son in the claw,
clutches,
in the clutches.
That was so cool. I was sweating. I was so anxious.
It was insanely cool, and I have no idea how none of them died. I was for sure like someone's gonna die.
Yeah.
But at
they
least
got pretty lucky.
At least Paz had his, he's in full Beskar.
He got like the wind knocked out of him, but
yeah.
And
maybe a couple ribs. I don't know.
Then we get our moment of it's the circle of life, because it's like, oh yeah, the alligator.
Yeah. There's always a bigger fish.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, that was okay. Let me just say, people were. I saw someone complaining about. They were like, oh, they kill. Okay, I'll quote it. I won't say who, but I'll quote it. And they're like, what did they say? They go. They were criticizing Bo for like being like, oh, this is the way now, right? She's like accepting, that she's being she's becoming part of the covert and all that. And they were like, they said, literally watches this cult kill a parent and take their children
and brainwash them
and induct them into the cult.
Yeah.
And then quotes like what she was thinking, like, oh yeah, this is the way or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I just don't understand. First of all, they didn't kill the parent.
No.
They were rescuing their own child.
Yeah.
From this dangerous creature that came to their nest.
Yeah, like the bird started it.
The bird started it. Came to them, stole their child, was gonna fucking kill him.
Yeah.
Feed him to yes, it's children.
Yes.
But it's self-defense.
Yeah.
It's self-defense.
Yeah.
What did you want them to do? Not save the child?
Sounds like this person wanted the kid to die.
Sounds like it.
I
don't
know why you would make that argument.
It was literally an eye for an eye, because didn't someone shank the eye?
Yeah. Was it Din or Bo?
Someone shanked him in the eye.
Someone shanked the eye.
Din.
Was it Din?
he had like a short blade.
Yeah, I think it was Din. But yeah, they're like crying or complaining that you're really gonna kill the parent and take the kids.
They didn't want those.
First of all,
did we see the same episode?
First of all, they didn't kill the giant bird. Mm-hmm. They saved the child, and yes, it fell in the water because of them. So yes, their actions may have led that bird to get killed.
Yeah.
But they could have easily just left the kids to die. But instead, they took responsibility and brought these babies.
It's like, okay, so if a coyote took your dog out of your backyard to go feed it to its puppies or whatever you call a coyote baby, you wouldn't get your dog back from a coyote if you could?
I guess not.
You would just let it get eaten?
I guess
You'd
not.
just be like,
if somebody
let's get another dog.
If a human took my dog.
Yeah.
If a human took my dog.
You would go John Wick.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
The dog's not even dead.
Everyone loves John Wick, but they're like, I wouldn't do the same.
Ooh, that's
right. My ass.
Then you don't love your dog.
My whole ass.
You don't know your
Or your child, then.
Yeah, or your child.
We're talking about humans. I was just putting it into a different perspective because apparently a child's life is not significant enough to you, so maybe your pet is.
Yeah, true.
But I don't know, that's a wild take.
Okay.
That is a wild.
I found it. You don't need to put it on the screen. Okay. No, because I don't want to blow them up.
Blast. Okay.
So they go, the Mandalorian explicitly showing the cult killing a parent and stealing their kids. Yeah, I'm thinking this is the way. So I responded to him because I was like, this is such a weird take, right? So I go, they didn't kill the parent. They saved their child from danger and the parent died. They took responsibility for what their actions caused and are now taking care of the orphans.
Yeah, they didn't have to do that.
No, they could have left them there to die. I'd say that's pretty honorable, right?
Yeah.
So then they respond immediately. Goes, noted. Cult critic Bo waltzing back into camp with orphans going, found some more kids for you to brainwash is so cool. Yeah. So, again, weird fucking take. So I go, cult critic Bo was abandoned by her people and had her home blown up, if you can recall. I'm thinking she'd rather not be homeless and alone. Also, I don't know how you'd brainwash giant birds.
Yeah.
And the best they came up with was with a giant bird feeder.
Bruh.
Yeah, he took the L on that one.
Huh?
He took the L on that one.
I'm just saying, people are hating.
Okay, here's the thing. I feel like this person is trying to make an argument towards like all life is sacred, right?
Yeah.
Like they're trying to say that this creature's children's lives are just as important as this human life, right? So that's fine. You can have that opinion.
I mean,
but you need to understand that literally the circle of life
it's kill or be killed.
Is kill or be killed.
And that's what's going on.
That is not an opinion. That exists if all the humans on Earth just disappeared. There would still be kill or be killed. You need to feed your family.
Yeah.
That's how animals exist.
Yeah, that's how you survive.
See the Lion King?
Yeah,
all right, but okay.
It's just like, what are you arguing?
Here's the thing.
That it's sad that animals die?
Here's what's funny is he was mad that they brought back the children to brainwash.
So he should have left them there to starve to death.
That's what I'm saying. What kind of what logic
how
is
that respecting life?
Anyway, I don't want to harp on this too much. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand his point of view, but I don't think I'm.
No, I don't think.
Do not compute.
No, but what's funny, what I'm trying to get at here is that it's funny because I think the only thing that he was trying to push is just to keep attacking the covert, calling them a cult.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if you heard the armorer in last week's episode, but she says, you may come and go as you please. What fucking cult do you know that lets you come and go as you please?
That's rule number 1 is that
you can't go anywhere.
You can't go anywhere.
you are the cult.
Yeah.
You know?
We are Negan.
We are Negan.
And come on.
If you break the rules of the cult, you don't just get banished.
Oh no.
You disappear.
You get eaten.
Yeah.
You get unalived.
Yeah.
You know, or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Each cult is different, I guess.
There's Okay, here's the thing. Yeah. I feel like what will happen is a character in a show will say something.
Yeah.
And people will take that as fact. They won't take it as that character's opinion.
Yeah.
Right? So they're like, oh, well, Bo said it's a cult, so it must be a cult.
Side note.
No, that's Bo's opinion from the limited information she has about these people.
Yeah. Side note. People also lie.
Yes. That is also a thing.
People lie.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this.
They lie. They exaggerate. They misdirect.
You know, like shit you do every day?
Yeah.
They do as well.
Especially if it's to survive.
Especially.
Which is the case with these people.
Like with Boba Fett, where he goes, I never said I was. Oh, he's saying he's not a Mandalorian. Or maybe he's just doesn't want to deal with their bullshit.
He's like, I do not care what you call me. Yeah. I know who I am.
Yeah, I don't
care who you think I am.
I don't need you to tell me I'm a Mandalorian to be a fucking Mandalorian.
Yeah. And if he wasn't, kill him then and there for wearing an armor he shouldn't wear.
Also, if Boba Fett wasn't a Mandalorian, why the fuck would he wear Jaster Muriel's crest on his chest that his dad didn't even wear?
He just thought it was cool.
His dad did not wear the mythosaur on his shoulder. His dad did not wear Jaster Muriel's crest on his chest.
No.
None of that shit.
No.
None of it. So why would Boba Fett do that? If he did not consider himself either Mandalorian or worthy of honoring his Mandalorian heritage.
Yeah.
Because his dad was a foundling.
Yeah.
That's all I came here to say. We can wrap it up now.
No, you're
Remember to
not
like,
wrong.
comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rate, review,
Yeah.
subscribe. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, that's just a quick side note. But no, yeah. So it's like people forget characters can lie.
Yes.
Characters can misdirect.
Yeah.
Characters can, you know,
Hold on to information
Exactly.
until later to where it best suits them.
Exactly.
It's
You know?
starting to sound like the ANA. Yeah, it's starting to sound like the ANA code of conduct. Lie,
yeah.
cheater, steal,
Yeah,
tolerate. Those
exactly.
I mean, it's like Obi-Wan not telling Luke about like the truth about his father.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, exactly.
That's right.
From a
From
certain point of view.
Like,
Exactly. People forget that was even a
that's
thing.
inherently Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know,
It's almost like you don't know everything.
one does not speak.
Oh, perfect.
All right.
Dude, you should make that an audio.
I
as
want a
well.
T-shirt that says that.
Unless one knows, right? We'll do a pin or something. A sticker.
And just hand them out every time
Yeah,
someone's
yeah.
fighting.
Yeah, every time someone comes up to me at a convention, they're like, Boba Fett's not a Mandalorian. Here you go. Just like,
Served.
like
For free.
Want a free sticker?
there.
Okay. Here you go.
on your forehead.
No, we're not mean.
No. We love you. You can believe what you want. But if you think that Boba Fett's not a Mandalorian, just know and be, you know, just be.
Okay, so if Boba Fett isn't
Okay.
if Boba Fett isn't a Mandalorian, then that means Grogu isn't a Mandalorian.
No, don't make that comparison because
But-
Grogu is literally a foundling. Boba Fett was not a foundling. His dad was a foundling. Making his dad Mandalorian, which then he is it's a very different situation. Let's not make
Okay.
that comparison. I'm not saying it doesn't help. I'm just saying people are gonna, oh, that is very different. People are gonna argue. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
But you know, if Boba Fett is not a Mandalorian, then I'm not Mexican.
Yeah.
But you're not.
Shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
mean, yeah.
That would be the compare. Like,
your parents.
My parents are
are
Mexican. I was born here and grew up here, but
You're still
I'm
Mexican.
still Mexican.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Why are we still on this?
I don't know.
Let's move on.
Oh, can we talk
What were we
about
talking
how the creature that they were trying to get the kid back from? I
Mm-hmm.
don't remember the name, but it's the
It's not it.
what?
The Death Watch symbol thing.
Yeah.
The Shriek Hawk.
It's not that.
It wasn't a Shriek Hawk. It's just they mentioned the Shriek Hawks because the group of Mandos that they took with them to save the child, they're like the Shriek Hawk, not battalion, but like Shriek Hawk
Oh.
group. But yeah, the Death Watch symbol is the image of a Shriek Hawk diving.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
the same.
I thought so too because
thing.
it like came up and then I was like, oh, I remember that name from somewhere, and then I searched it on Wikipedia and then it came up and then, but it says that the Shriek Hawks were native to Mandalore and are now extinct, but they're not on Mandalore, so it's a different creature.
Okay.
I don't know
Never
if-
mind.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We were both confused about that, but I figured it out. There we go.
What else happened? in this scene?
Rambling.
Oh, well, I mean, after that,
Bo gets her armor.
Yeah. No. That's the last thing.
Oh.
Grogu gets his little chest plate.
Oh, yeah.
Not chest plate because it's not fitted to his chest. It's like a little
There's
circle.
a name for it, but
Yeah.
His rapper spinner
Not-
necklace.
yeah.
his Flava Flav clock.
Yeah.
What did he call it? It starts with a P. I can't remember what it's called. but-
Pendant.
No.
It's a pin.
No, stop.
Yeah, let's make it
Anyway,
canon.
he gets like his next piece of armor. So first he has the chainmail. Now he has this little thing. It's like not even that big,
No.
but it covers his entire body because he's so tiny.
It's like a little teacup dish. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a plate.
Yeah, like a little plate.
No, it's a hubcap from.
Yeah, he just jacked it. Some Jawa stole it. Exactly. And she put the mud horn on it, which is so
Yeah.
cool.
She did. She
I
did.
love
That was
that.
awesome.
But question: what would you have liked that piece of armor to be? For me, I would have loved it if it were like shoulder pads, like mini shoulder pads. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
I think
it
he'll
seems to
get
me
there, but
everything he's getting, he gets covered. I
Yeah.
want him to show it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he will, but she says that he'll grow into it. You know, so that's just like a temporary thing. I'm sure that because I think that once they grow, once like the Mandalorians grow, like the kid, like Ragnar.
yeah.
Right now he has like a child's helmet, right?
Yeah.
It's like a child Mandalorian helmet, and I'm assuming that as they grow up, they remelt their Beskar to reforge it to
That's really cool.
that's really cool. It's kind of like a katana, like a family katana that's passed down generation to it's the family's steel.
I'm not sure how it works, but it might be that each time they reforge it, doesn't it make it like stronger? Like
I've heard that's
like on a science level, like the
Yeah.
molecules or whatever.
I don't know if that's like like confirmed in like this in Star
or is
Wars.
that like yeah?
I'm sure that's a thing though because I've heard that.
Yeah.
The process.
I don't know if
When's
it's like a
your-
sentimental thing or like a literal thing.
It's
No,
like
I think
when you
it's literal.
superheat and cool, doing that multiple times.
Well, that's what they
It
do.
strengthens the
Yeah.
iron, right?
Yeah, because that's what they do when they are forging like katanas
Swords,
specifically.
knives, yeah.
Yeah.
But like obviously that's a very specific way of doing it,
Yeah.
which I have a feeling it's very similar to this.
Well, yeah,
right?
because they melt it and then they dip it in the water.
They
from
pour
the-
water on it,
Yeah.
and then that's when they're hammering it,
Yeah.
and they put it in the fire again, and they bring it out, hammer it, put water, hammer it. It's just
Yeah.
like over and over and over and over until it's a
But that
fine
exact
blade.
process gives Grogu the PTSD, right? That's
Yeah,
where we get
the
Yeah.
loud
flashbacks.
noises.
Well, it's crazy because I think in a lot of cultures that forging process, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a way to reflect, right?
Yeah.
It's a very like
It's like a meditative state.
kind of
Like,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
focused. on the
exactly.
task.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's probably something that
So-
the Mandalorians do, that when they're sitting there waiting for, as they're forging,
Yeah, they're not
it's
just like on their phones.
no, it's like
Are you
reflect.
done yet?
It's like reflect on your
Yeah.
past, reflect on the things that weigh on you heavily, because when you're making a blade, or in this case, when you're forging armor,
Mm-hmm.
you're beating the demons out of it, right? So it's
also
like,
Yeah.
it's that
putting your
same
intentions
process.
onto that, right?
Exactly. It's that same
Yeah.
process that you, as the wearer, should be going through.
Yeah.
True.
Because
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if your armor is strong, if you're not.
Ooh, that's deep.
You know what's up. Only here on the Punch Chewie podcast. But no, yeah, but that's
Yeah.
there's a lot of symbolism behind that, and a lot of like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Palm claps.
So, but yeah, I really loved that how they did that,
Yeah.
right? Because, I mean, we've been wondering for years now who saves Grogu.
I mean, since the beginning.
since the beginning,
we
that
were
was
like,
the question.
okay, he's force sensitive, then like where'd he come from?
Yeah, 50 years. Like from the beginning, we know he's 50 years old, but he's a baby. So
He's
I'm
the
like,
exact same age as Anakin, right?
I think that's right.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Which is really confusing for most people.
Yeah.
Like on the
exactly.
timeline, you're like, huh?
Yeah.
But his species lives 900 plus years. So that's why he's still a baby, even though he's 50 something years old.
Exactly.
You're like, wow. And at the same time, you're like, wow.
I hate you.
Our kids are gonna have content about growth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna outlive us.
I think the next trilogy or whatever movies, maybe not the very next, because obviously they're still not done with Grogu's story. They've already said there's going to be a season 4 or 5 or however many of Mando still, like there's no end in sight yet. But I would love if one of the upcoming movies or trilogies were of like 100, 200 years in the future.
Yeah.
Once obviously Din is no longer with us, which is not something I want to think about, but
it's
gonna happen.
Yeah.
Prediction wise, on my side now, I think
they could finish my thought.
Go ahead,
real quick. hold that thought. Like I want to see like that far ahead in the future, right? Where it's Grogu and like his Jedi Order, which is obviously he's not, because he's not gonna not practice his abilities.
Yeah.
Like he can't unless he shuts the Force, unless he shuts himself off from the Force, kind of like how Luke did, or I think he did, which I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a Mandalorian Jedi, and I would love to see that storyline, like in 100, 200 years in the future, of Grogu in a position kind of like Yoda, where he was the Grand Master of the Jedi. And not only that, but his involvement with the Mandalorians. And, there's a lot of potential there that I'm not exactly sure how it would work. But if we sat down and started brainstorming, I'm sure there'd be a lot of really cool ideas. And like, obviously,
there's so much they could do with this.
There's a lot they could do because again, we still don't know where they kind of want to take that, where they want to take the era post sequels.
Yeah.
Yet, like I don't think anyone knows. The closest thing we have to knowing is that episode from Star Wars Visions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Where they're all Sith, and like and the Jedi are still kind of like in a position where they're kind of trying to find each other, and like they're still scattered throughout the galaxy. But again, Visions was technically Legends.
Yeah.
Is not canon. So who knows if that's actually the direction they want to go in. But even if it was that direction, like that's literally a storyline where Grogu could still be a part of.
Yeah.
And he'd be a lot older.
Like finding people through the Force.
Exactly.
And like trying to help them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'd love to see, like, give me a trilogy.
Yeah.
Like that'd be awesome. Center on Grogu
really cool.
as a already grown Jedi Mandalorian. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, exactly. Just along those lines, like they're either gonna set him up to be like the Obi-Wan figure, like the mentor to the next group.
Yeah.
That like they're setting him up to be the next like Obi-Wan endeared mentor. Yeah, pretty much what you said.
Yeah.
Well, we're
same page.
Same page.
Yeah, I think it could be really interesting, and obviously, I don't know, this might not work timeline wise because Din is what, like 40 something in his 40s?
I think.
Average human lives like 75, 80. I'm not sure what it is in Star Wars, but on Earth it's 75, 80. So that really only gives him, let's say 40 years.
Yeah.
40 more years, or 35, 40 more years. So that wouldn't be too far of a time jump. He'd probably look the same.
Yeah.
But I think that could be a really interesting story because like we've only seen a fraction of Grogu's life, but he has become so close to Din that we already know that Din's death is going to like
that could send him in a
it could
Anakin style.
True.
It
rage,
could. It could, and that's what Ahsoka was so worried about.
Exactly, because he's going to live up to 900 years. Din is going to live a tenth of that.
Yeah. Din's like halfway through.
And he's already, he's not even a tenth.
And that's if he lives a long life
Yeah.
and isn't killed in battle in 3 years.
Exactly.
Or, hear me out.
I'm hearing.
Another crazy theory.
Okay.
Palpatine is working so hard to make this...
House of Home?
No, stop. So hard to break the code to immortality, right? And he wants to use Grogu's DNA to do it.
So what if...
So what if they do it and then Grogu or whoever steals it, and instead of on Palpatine, they use it on Din, and then Din lives forever?
I'm sure that would be something that... Okay. Like, it is crazy.
But
possible.
But, yeah.
Okay, because look.
Why not?
Realistically, if Grogu does not return to Luke or to train with any Jedi...
Yeah.
He's not going to know how to control those, like, his powers, right?
Yeah.
Properly.
Yeah.
Let me clarify.
Like, he'd be unchecked.
Properly. Exactly. So, exactly. Properly, he'd be unchecked and whatever. So, when it comes time for that, right? For when Din is reaching the end of his life, that's going to be very hard.
Yeah.
For Grogu.
Yeah.
Extremely hard, because he's also still going to be like a child. He's not going to be an adult.
No, he's going to be like a teenager.
Yeah.
I think, like, developmentally.
Yeah. So, he's definitely, like, it's going to weigh heavily on him. He might even try and be like, there has to be a way for you to, you know...
Stay with me.
Stay with me.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, this could lead him down a dark path. Right? Like it has with many Jedi before.
Happened to the best of us.
Stop. Don't make me cry.
Too soon.
But you know what I mean? So it's like...
Yeah. No, I mean, that is the, like, pinnacle of being a Jedi is letting go.
Yeah.
Like, that is what they want to achieve, but that's also the hardest thing to do, right? Anyone can say, oh yeah, learn to let go, but to actually live like that,
I think that is one of the biggest things that not that Yoda got wrong, but the way he communicated it to Anakin.
Oh my god.
Right?
Oh my god.
It's not you have to let go. It's this is what life is.
Yeah.
Right? It's
you can't change it. Yeah.
We can't control, you know, nature. We can't change the way things are. We can't change the future. We can't change the past.
You're not God.
You know, you're not God. So if this bad thing were to come to pass, were to come to happen, it's you need to learn how to keep on going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
You can't let it take you down as well.
Especially because that's not what that person would want for you.
Oh, of course not.
Like,
of course not.
Shmi?
Yeah, no.
If she knew what happened to him, like...
Yeah, no. No, of course not.
You know?
Yeah, Shmi would have been, like, of course. And Padme as well, you know? Like, that's why she fucking dies. It's because the love of her life, she didn't die, she died of sadness. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been in that position.
Yeah.
But if the person that is your entire world, your entire
galaxy,
reason, your entire galaxy, your entire reason for living, for the entire reason that you're fighting so hard for, and you know you've had multiple conversations about your dreams together, the future that you're working so hard to build, and for in their case it wasn't just for them, it was for a better galaxy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then in the drop of a fucking hat,
government is gone. Democracy is gone. The Jedi are gone.
And your husband killed them all.
Your husband did it, and he said he did it in your name. As you were pregnant with his child. I killed all these children.
Yeah.
Your heart wouldn't stop.
Just all of a sudden, oh yeah, I'm Space Hitler.
Yeah, just like...
oh yeah, by the way.
Just like...
Before we go back home.
Yeah.
And have our nightcap. Yeah, exactly.
No,
like, of course that killed her.
Everything, her personal life, her work life, her morals.
Yeah, everything was shattered. Everything fell apart.
Gone.
Everything she ever worked for, everything she ever fought for. She also fought in the war.
Yeah.
She wasn't just a senator.
Yeah.
People died. She, her friends, a lot,
her
how
home
many of
world
her
was
handmaidens,
attacked. It was the beginning of the war.
Yeah, exactly. Her whole fucking home world. How many of her handmaidens did she watch die in her name?
Damn.
Like in her arms, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
And then,
yeah. We don't. You guys get it.
We can keep going, but I don't think you want us to.
But back to Yoda. Yoda obviously had the best intentions. I won't ever say Yoda
no. Yoda
was
wasn't
selfish
wrong.
or
Yoda
wrong.
wasn't wrong with what he said. It's obviously he
also didn't know what Anakin was talking about. Anakin wasn't like, my wife that I shouldn't have, who is also pregnant with a child I shouldn't have. I'm worried about her safety.
Yeah.
Yoda would have given him a completely different answer, right?
Yeah.
He was just like, this person I really care about, I'm really scared they're gonna die. He probably thought he was talking about Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
Most likely.
Here's the thing. Yoda actually did know. Because if we remember in the Clone Wars, in season 6, Yoda sees everything that is gonna happen.
Oh, like a flash,
yeah.
You remember?
Okay.
Because he's allowed that vision when he's going through his trials to becoming like one with the Force, with the I think it's the wills, right?
Yeah, the little
the floating ladies with the different faces. He sees it all. He knows what's gonna happen, but he knows that there's nothing that he can do to change it.
So he's like, just let go.
Well, he's teaching him the lesson that he has to learn himself. It's not just let go. It's you can't control the future.
Yeah.
You can't change what happens. Yoda knew.
Because he knew
Anakin.
what was going to happen, but he still couldn't stop it.
Exactly. And even in episode 3, when Yoda and Obi-Wan are going through the Jedi Temple at the end, Yoda knows. You see that he knows.
But technically, just for argument's sake, couldn't Yoda have been like, confronted Anakin and been like, I know that you're married. I know that your wife is pregnant. You've broken the rules of the code. Like, you have to leave. I'm not going to put you in jail. I'm not going to, embarrass you or whatever. Couldn't he have just been like, you need to leave?
He could have, but it was kind of like a situation similar to Endgame or Infinity War, whichever one it was, where Doctor Strange sees all of the possibilities.
Like, it always happens.
And he sees all of the alternate realities, all of the possible outcomes and possibilities, and there's only one where they all survive. But they all had the snap had to happen for them to eventually prevail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what Yoda was happening with Yoda.
Technically, yes, because Anakin has to be Darth Vader in order to be close enough to Palpatine for Palpatine to not think he's a threat.
Yeah.
In order for him to kill him.
Because Yoda could have
overthrow him in Episode 6.
Exactly. Because Yoda could have maybe had that conversation with Anakin, but who fucking knows how Anakin would have taken that? First of all.
Yeah, so be like, I'll just kill Yoda, and then...
I wouldn't go that far. But I'm like, who knows how that would have happened, or how that would have gone down. Yeah. But also, Anakin wasn't necessarily the threat in that very moment. It was Palpatine.
Yeah.
You know, Palpatine is like, they fucking kill him and he's not dead.
Okay, something...
You know what I mean?
Something kind of not related, but still related, that I really think they should have added to Revenge of the Sith, and I think it would have made it make even more sense, is I really wish, even if it was just a line or two, I really wish Palpatine said something to Anakin like I watched Padme grow up. Like we were in the Senate together, like we are in the
the government.
The government together on Naboo. She's like, I care for her too. Not just like because she's your wife. I have a personal relationship with her. And like I don't want her to die either.
Palpatine?
Yeah.
Saying that?
Like if Palpatine says something like that to Anakin, I feel like that would add so much more to Anakin trusting him and believing in him, because Palpatine knew Padme before Anakin knew Padme.
Yeah, but also Anakin knew that. So I don't think it was necessarily needed to be said.
But don't you think that would add so much to
I guess for
why
the
Anakin
viewer's
fell
sake, but-
to the audience?
I mean also
yeah.
Revenge of the Sith was 4 hours long, so it could have been.
Yeah, it probably was.
It probably was.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I agree. Like,
I just feel like that's a significant part of the dynamic.
But you see, Palpatine wasn't trying to convince Anakin through him caring.
Yeah.
And Palpatine was trying to
build the rage.
Seduce
like
Anakin,
poke the bear
with, I can give you the power for you to save Padme. He didn't give a fuck if she died or not, obviously.
Yeah.
He's like, he wasn't going to say, I care about Padme and I hope, like, I want to help you, protect her or whatever. He didn't care about that.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? In every line, in every... Jesus, this fucking thing fills my brain. He didn't care about anyone's outcome other than his.
I know he didn't care,
No, of
but I
course,
feel
I know.
like as part of the manipulation towards Anakin, him being like I feel like that would have made Anakin.
True.
He did it regardless.
No,
I'm
I
just
know.
saying it would have
I know, but
Yeah.
all I'm saying is that part of the persuasion and the seduction is
you
with
have the power.
with the power of the dark side, not the power
saving
of love.
her. Yeah.
Like that's why.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
no, you're right, because it's not that. It is that Anakin wants to save her, but it's also that he wants the power over life and death.
exactly. It's
Because
I'm
it's
not powerful
because
enough
it's
to save
who-
you, Mom.
Yeah, exactly. It's his mom. It's Obi-Wan. It's Ahsoka. It's Rex. It's if it wasn't Padme, it would be someone else that he was not willing to lose.
He's like, I might be able to save my wife, but
But what about
what if it happens
kids?
again?
Or what
because
about
it's already happened before.
Yeah.
It's
Like he couldn't.
It's giving me Wanda vibes.
Yeah.
It's wanting to
Yeah,
control
exactly.
every aspect of her life.
Yeah.
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 That's exactly what What
I just feel like that isn't talked about enough in the movies and in just the discourse of it wasn't just that Anakin wanted to save her, it's that he wanted more.
he wanted the power.
He wanted the power to save her, not just to save her.
Yeah, and that is what wasn't. That is exactly what Yoda was trying to teach him. Was
It's okay to have these feelings, but you can't
have the power to control these things.
Yeah.
That's not natural.
Exactly.
You can't have the power to control these things, and you need to understand that. It's
And
not.
understand why
It's not
not.
get over it, loser.
Yeah.
It's,
It's people
But-
die.
But that's exactly
It's part of life.
That's exactly the point of the story. It's good and evil. Good is saying one thing, and evil is saying another.
Yeah.
Saying what you want to hear, telling, and at the end of the fucking day, he lied to him. He doesn't have the power to control life and death.
No.
And that's exactly where these biblical analogies come into Star Wars, and especially now with Mando, where we're seeing a lot of biblical correlations with the baptism, the parallels with the baptism,
Exodus,
and all of this that we're now seeing in Mando. It's also been in Star Wars movies before, where it's is not God and the devil, but it's that's what they're representing.
Yeah.
Right. It's
the right
it's
and wrong.
Right
choice.
and wrong.
Yeah.
And that is that's the importance of the story that is Star Wars. It's a lesson of learning to choose from right or wrong.
Yeah.
Anakin chose wrong.
Yeah.
Luke chose right.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. And we can keep going.
And,
we can go into
and
this
the most
farther,
important part of that is that they both had the same intentions.
Exactly.
You can have good intentions and make the wrong choice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I mean, that's fucking history for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
that's
like,
what makes Star Wars so good.
It's crazy because also it doesn't matter what you believe. Every belief in the world believes in right and wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not God or the devil. It's right and wrong.
Yeah.
Right? It's the dark or the light. And that's why so many people connect to Star Wars, because it's an inherent lesson that, you know, we're kind of born with, where it's like, what path are you going to choose?
Yeah.
Are you going to take the easy way or the harder way, but the one that is, you know, right for you?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So no, it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know how we're talking about episode 3 now, but
I mean,
no, I know.
Order 66.
Yeah, Order 66, I guess. Can I just say the moment, like these moments that we're seeing in Mando and these Order 66 flashbacks, like we know that Anakin is just like right behind the door.
Oh yeah, he's right there.
He's moments away.
Yeah.
From killing Grogu.
Do you have that collage?
No, I didn't upload it.
Dang.
But it's literally like just moments away.
He's behind the guy with the ponytail and the lady with the braid.
Yeah.
He's like maybe 50 feet in
like
front of them.
as soon as we see the clones come in and they start fighting them, and then the camera turns with the other 2 Jedi that go left with Grogu.
Anakin is behind those clones.
When they go left and Grogu gets in the elevator, Anakin comes through the door.
Yeah.
And kills them.
Yeah.
So Grogu was like
seconds away.
So close.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous.
Okay, another interesting question there is, does Anakin know Grogu?
Possibly. It's possible.
Right?
Why not? Yeah.
I wonder.
I mean, that little blonde kid actually recognized him. It's like, hey, Master Skywalker. So he's been around.
Yeah, exactly. He's been around the younglings. Exactly. Yeah. Well, the younglings knew who the Jedi, especially Anakin. Anakin was the most famous Jedi because of the war.
Crazy ass tactics.
Yeah. Well, he was like renowned. He was like
the hero with no
hero
fear.
of the Clone Wars. Like he was the Jedi that accomplished the most
pilot,
missions,
right?
the best pilot. Like he was renowned, not just to the Jedi, but to the galaxy.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. So like, yeah, they knew who he was, but I'm sure it's possible that Anakin knew who Grogu was.
What if, here's an idea. What if part of Order 66 and part of what Palpatine told Anakin to do was to find Grogu and bring him to him?
Fuck.
Oh,
fuck.
Dude.
Yo, that's possible.
Yeah. Imagine seeing another flashback of seeing a hologram, Anakin holding a hologram of...
I mean,
it's 100%.
That was a very elaborate plan. It took thousands of years. It's not like Palpatine wouldn't be like, so.
Well, it is possible. It is possible. The only thing I could see getting in the way of that is Palpatine would never tell Anakin everything.
Yeah, but he didn't have to tell him everything and just say, "I need this one alive."
Oh, okay. No, yeah. True. Facts.
Especially because he's obsessed.
That's very possible.
He's obsessed with Yoda. He's obsessed with cloning him and all the stuff that we've been talking about for 6 months.
Well,
about
I mean, the
cloning
stuff that's
and
happening
all the
in
stuff.
the show.
Yeah, that could be part of it.
It's very possible. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Hey, fucking high five, Jesus! Look at these.
You guys are on a roll,
right?
If that happens, bye.
Oh, another quick thing that I don't want to forget mentioning, which I think was really cool. So we were watching Screen Crush, his review or his Easter egg videos for the new episode.
I love those.
And he brought up an amazing point where, so Kelleran escapes the temple, makes it to the landing pad where he meets up with like Senate guards.
Yeah.
And with what looks like Padme's ship.
Yeah, her yacht.
Her yacht. Right? Not only that, but obviously she was not there. She was not using that one.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It's not hers.
She's at this point,
we assume it is hers.
you know, at this point she's probably like on Mustafar or whatever. But someone had to have sent that ship. So it was either Padme.
Yeah.
Or what Ryan brought up is because that is a Naboo like it's for Naboo royalty, right?
Yeah.
It's either Padme's or another
like a senator
from Naboo.
Yeah.
Who is the other senator from Naboo?
Jar Jar.
Jar Jar Binks. Yeah. So what he was
I
saying
love that.
is
I hope that's true.
It's 100% possible that Jar Jar is the one that sent that ship in order for Kelleran to escape.
Yeah.
With Grogu.
With survivors.
Or with survivors.
Because they're where are the survivors? And he's like,
is this it? And he's like, this is everyone.
Just us.
Yeah. Bro. Because, oh my God, I'm going to fucking cry.
Okay, but that makes me even more sad because Jar Jar's the one that gives Palpatine emergency powers. And then he feels guilty. And then he's like, okay, well, at least I can send my ship and maybe we can save some people.
I'm fucking crying right
What
now.
the fuck? Oh, why would
Why did we do this?
Crying.
Why did we do this?
Why did we do that?
Jesus.
Oh, fuck. Oh. Anyways.
No, but like.
Anyways.
Jar Jar must have been scared shitless of what was going on.
Yeah, because.
And he could have.
Yeah.
100% would have been like, hey, take my ship.
Whoever you can find.
Use it for survivors because the Jedi are not at fault. Whatever's going on,
yeah,
they don't deserve this.
Especially the children.
Fuck, I'm gonna cry. And if this is true, then that's fucking awesome.
Then both
Kelleran,
Jar Jar and Kelleran saved Grogu.
Yeah. And then both sides of my bullshit fucking theory are right.
It was Jar Jar and it was Kelleran.
And it was yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, but it makes sense. It's not like a bullshit.
No.
It makes sense.
I mean, before it was like a wild ass theory, obviously.
But it's like, okay, Naboo yacht. Naboo yacht. Naboo soldiers or guards. Like
Jar Jar.
1 + 1 is 2.
Because it wasn't fucking Palpatine's ship.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Unless it's another senator from Naboo, but it's like, well then who?
But there isn't one. It was Padme or Jar Jar.
Oh, you're right.
True.
So either Padme sent the ship or Jar Jar sent the ship. Because I don't think a bunch of senators have the same ship.
But that's the ship
in episode 2
that she takes.
Yeah, which ship does she take?
That's her ship from episode 2. Let's pull it up.
What ship does she take to Mustafar?
Mustafar, it's like the wide one. Oh no, wait. Let me see.
It's the one from episode 1, no?
Episode 3.
Yeah, it's the one from episode 1, I think.
No, that's the one we see in the latest episode of Mando is the one from episode 2. The one they take to Tatooine and Geonosis.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's just look them up.
But the one in episode 1 where Obi-Wan stays behind to count the midichlorians to run them, there's a chrome ship.
I'll show you.
Too.
Yeah, there is, but it's a different one.
Oh, okay.
So, okay, this is like real yachts. Yeah, sure, put it up. Padme's.
Wait, on the right.
Here. Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
So
they're just Nabooians.
So this one is the one from episode 1, right?
Okay.
This one's episode 1. This one's episode 2, and this is the one we see in the latest episode of Mando. Mm-hmm. This one. Now, this one, I think, is the one that she takes to Mustafar, but this is also the one we see blow up on that platform that kills one of her handmaidens. Right? So, let me just see. Padme ship Mustafar. There.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the one she takes to Mustafar. Is like the one with the wings.
J-type Naboo star skiff.
Yeah, this is the one she takes to Mustafar. So, and this is not the one.
So that could be her ship?
This is, yeah, it 100% is her ship. Why would someone else have that same ship that only she flew? You know what I mean?
So Padme sent those people?
No.
Not necessarily. What I'm saying is, I'm sure Padme was not greedy. So if she had more than one of these fucking ships, I'm sure she let
like Jar Jar
use them, because he was also going from Naboo to Coruscant and all that shit, right? So, and as Ryan pointed out in his video, it looks like the apartment building that Padme had her penthouse in is in the shot in the newest episode of Mando next to the platform. So I think it's this same platform that we see this ship on. Holy shit.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay, wait. So Padme could have sent that ship to the Jedi Temple, not knowing anything that's going on, but just being like, well, if people need to evacuate, they can use my ship.
Because she does evacuate. She's watching the Jedi Temple.
Yeah.
Because remember, she's watching the Jedi Temple on fire.
Well, she does have a hint that shit's going down, because she tells Anakin, I keep hearing things that you're killing younglings, you know? So she knows shit's going down.
Yeah, right? Well, because she watches...
She watches it from her apartment.
The whole time that Anakin is, committing genocide on the temple, and that the temple is on fire, she's watching from her window, from her apartment.
And in the novelization... that moment where she's like, where Padme's looking out to Anakin at the Jedi Temple and Anakin's looking out to her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That scene where like they're both crying. In the novelization, they say that it's almost as if they were reaching out to each other through the Force, even though she wasn't Force sensitive.
Look, right here. This is the moment. So I'm on Screen Crush's video. Because Disney Plus won't let us screen cap this, but that's it. This is the moment. See, the Jedi Temple's there between her and 3PO. It's on fire. So she's watching as all this is happening. So she could have totally sent her ship.
Yeah.
And say,
why wouldn't she?
Why wouldn't she? Exactly. If not her, then Jar Jar. Because the only reason I would say not her is because of well, no, she wasn't in contact with Anakin, right?
She doesn't know what's going on.
I know, but I don't remember the movie, like, second for second, but at some point she knows Anakin went to Mustafar.
Yeah.
Right? So until she goes to Mustafar, that's when she's like, I don't know what's going on, but Obi-Wan came to me. He said you did some crazy shit.
Yeah.
But during this time, she has no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
But, oh no, yeah, you're right. She has no idea what's going on, so she doesn't know that Anakin is okay or not.
Yeah.
So she could have sent that to be like,
go find Anakin. And then they go there, and Anakin's killing everyone, and they're like, all right, well, we're gonna get on out of here.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Okay, imagine you're sitting at home, 9 months pregnant. Well, not even. I don't think she was even full term.
I think she was 8 months.
She's like 8 months pregnant, sitting there, has the news on in the background. Order 66 breaks out. They don't know it's Order 66. They just know it's chaos, and that apparently the Jedi have turned on the Republic. So she's like freaking out, and she's, of course, the first thought is Anakin's in danger because he's a Jedi. He's at the Jedi Temple, or she assumes he's at the Jedi Temple.
True.
Yeah.
So she can't do anything. She's 8 months pregnant. Yeah. She can't go to the temple. but she can send the next best thing, which are her guards.
Look.
Right?
Yeah, look, it's the same
platform,
I think. That's the platform we see in episode 3. Right?
Yeah.
This is the platform we see. Or sorry. Yeah, this is the platform we see in the new episode of Mando. Wait,
Yeah.
it's similar but different.
I mean, it's kind of just like a platform,
I guess.
but it still could be like, yeah, like that doesn't mean it wasn't her ship.
No.
It could just be a different platform.
Yeah.
I'm sure, like, because of what happened in episode 1 with the invasion of Naboo,
Mm-hmm.
their government and their military had to have things in place in case something else happened,
Yeah.
right? They've already lived this. They've already lived this with their queen.
Here,
there
let's
was an assassination attempt.
Let's just watch this part with Ryan real quick. I hope it's fine. Right?
Is there music?
I don't think so.
Episode, and then it flies out of Monument Park, which we also saw last episode. It's the only uncovered piece of Coruscant's surface, and we saw it a couple of times in the Clone Wars.
So wait, is Pershing in the train station right now?
No, this flashback to today's story is 67 years. They come to a platform where we see a ship with a very sleek design. Now, the ship itself is a very interesting choice. It's an H-type Nubian Naboo yacht.
Ah yes, Nubian! We have lots of that.
It's the same ship that Padme and Anakin rode around in when they went to Tatooine and then Geonosis.
Yeah, when they were being inconspicuous and traveling as refugees.
Right, but it makes me wonder who owns this Naboo yacht. Padme was not secretly helping the Jedi. She didn't even know what was happening at the temple. Palpatine was from Naboo, so maybe he did this to keep Grogu alive so he could use his blood later on. The subtitles identify this guy as a Senate Guard captain, which makes sense that the wealthy senators would fly in these type of ships. Now, I do wonder if this captain was working for Bail Organa, Mon Mothma, Senator Chuchi, or any of the other senators who were sympathetic to the Jedi. These are the people who would go on to found and fund the rebellion in its earliest years.
They were so
but I got
busy
a theory
doing
that I like a lot better.
What is it? Won't you tell us?
I think that this yacht was sent by the Naboo senator who served alongside Padme, Jar Jar Binks. I could definitely see Jar Jar bonding with Grogu at the Jedi Temple over their shared appetites, and then Jar Jar offering his personal ship to help Jedi escape. After all, there was supposed to be more than one Jedi that shows up.
What about the others?
Yeah, see?
There are no others.
And this would also be cool because Ahmad Best plays both Jar Jar and Kelleran Beq. At any rate, this building on the right looks a lot.
Oh, okay.
That's
It looks like her apartment
that looks
building.
just like her apartment building. And this is where the platform is.
So, yeah.
So unless, which I think maybe Jar Jar also lives there when he's on Coruscant.
Yeah.
So either theory of either Padme
yeah, because
or
all the
Jar Jar,
senators live there.
because all the senators live there. It's a strong theory.
This is crazy. Okay, but I love this because obviously we have Jar Jar in all of episode 1.
Yeah.
And then they kind of like phase him out, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, but yeah.
How shitty everyone was.
Yeah.
But I love this because this brings him back into the center of the story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
because he did something like
honorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, "Take my ship, use it to pick up
like
survivors."
it's righting the wrong,
Exactly.
right? Like obviously.
Well, yeah, because he made a
as
big
much
mistake.
as he can.
He
made a big mistake.
Unknowingly.
Yeah.
He trusted Palpatine. He trusted the government that they're fighting so hard for, which anyone else would have made that mistake.
Yeah.
You know, because he thought he was doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And now, obviously, after this, he realized it was a mistake. But he's doing his best to right his wrong. Making a right decision, right?
Yeah.
I hope it's Jar Jar.
Dude.
But I also hope it's Padme. But if it's Jar Jar, then that's freaking awesome because Kelleran and Jar Jar are both played by men. And that would be insanely cool.
Yeah. Either way, it's awesome.
Yeah.
If it's Jar Jar, it's awesome. If it's Padme just trying to help people evacuate, it's awesome.
Not just that, but she thinks Anakin's at the temple.
Yeah.
So it's like, my husband needs this.
Yeah.
And she wasn't about to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Her
She couldn't
pregnant ass.
go. She could not go. No.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is crazy. Ryan, your observation skills are
I know. I don't know how he does it.
Next level.
So cool.
This is insanely cool.
This was such a good episode.
Yeah. Crazy episode.
Okay, also like the budget of this episode was
it was like prequel budget.
Yeah, like it looked like you could cut it into episode 3 and like you wouldn't notice, which is so cool for like the flashbacks to be on par.
You just know someone's gonna make like a supercut, just like they did blending Clone Wars with it.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
I want to see it too. That's gonna be awesome. But yeah, absolutely awesome.
I'm so happy for Ahmed.
I'm so happy.
I got so emotional when I saw him.
It's emotional. It's super
so
emotional.
Happy for him.
People were fucking horrible to him.
Dude,
and he never deserved it. Like never.
He posted on Instagram that dude's jacked.
Dude,
he's fit.
He's freaking jacked.
He said, "I'm back, bitches."
The sabered hand.
The sabered hand.
Oh, I love him.
I loved his robes too. They were beautiful.
Beautiful
and bougie.
Yeah, he had like markings on him. That was really because they're very different than what we see in the Jedi Temple challenge, which I honestly didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Like if we were gonna see him, I didn't expect
him to look different.
Him like his robes to look different. I'm glad they did because they look amazing.
Yeah, I wonder what the significance is if they ever
I
explain
didn't
like,
really
what the markings are.
I didn't really zoom, but maybe it's
because I don't think it would just be like
I'm sure they're like runes
cool.
or something.
Yeah,
like something cool.
Yeah,
that'd be really cool.
We'll have to like screenshot it and like zoom, see if we can figure something out. But it was so cool, and seeing him like dual wield,
dude,
2 blades,
ass. He
how many clones did he take
the sabered hand? You know what he said?
Oh,
he fucked them up.
My god. No, that was so cool. Okay, also Grogu was so tiny.
Yeah.
And so precious. His eyes were so big.
It's like 25 years younger.
He was just like, oh my god.
He's 25 there.
He was so cute.
And he was adorable.
Okay, another thing.
Baby Yoda.
Just something funny. I'm not actually criticizing this, but like,
here we go.
How bad does Grogu smell? Because he's been wearing that little onesie for 50 years.
Yeah,
it's like
it's pretty.
Does he have 5 of them that he rotates through, or does he just? I understand that the Jedi are like
maybe he doesn't
very
sweat.
Simple and maybe
like dogs.
Maybe he doesn't smell.
Maybe he doesn't sweat.
I need answers.
Or like dogs, he smells like Doritos.
So moving on and back to the episode of Mando. Bo gets a new piece of armor.
Yeah.
She loses her shoulder pad, pauldron, I think. Yeah, whatever it's called. And she gets back. The armor is like, looks like you need a replacement.
Yeah.
And Bo thinks she's all sly and like nonchalant.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, so can I get a mythosaur?
Yeah.
Just like, chill.
Is that cool?
Is that cool?
Can you do that for me?
Yeah.
Can you do me a solid?
And what her response was cool because she goes, the mythosaur belongs to all Mandalorians, which I really liked. That was really cool.
It's always appropriate.
Which again shits on that fucker that like was giving you shit that the mythosaur wasn't.
Oh my god! Didn't signet.
Yeah. So get dunked on.
Yeah, literally, the armorer herself said
it. So you should go back 10 weeks.
Put the gif. He's like, okay.
Stitch it to that TikTok. I was like, what's your most pettiest moment?
Yeah.
Scrolling back 10 weeks.
So that was really cool. And I did not expect her at all to like tell her.
Right? Me neither.
I thought she was just going to keep that to herself.
Keep it on the low.
For as long as possible. But she tells her.
Yeah.
And the armor is like, oh yeah, real cool. We all dream about mythosaurs.
Yeah.
She's like, She's like, no. Like, I saw one.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, crazy.
Yeah. Go to bed. You need some sleep.
So that was really, really cool. First of all, seeing her make the mythosaur signet on, like, and putting it onto her pauldron was really cool. And if you guys were wondering how we make pins, just watch that.
That's exactly how we do it.
That's exactly how we do it. So, and it came out super cool.
Yeah.
It came out really, really cool, really, really nice. Like, I want that shit.
Yeah.
But it still seems like she's kind of like scheming. Or is that just me?
No, it does feel that way. Yeah. I think my Tamagotchi's
your fucking
like
Tamagotchi
Grogu's like, feed
up.
me.
Bro,
sorry.
Like, take care of your baby.
Kitchen, but you want me to do it right now?
No, I'm just like, before
I
this.
fed him. I literally fed him before we recorded this.
Fucking bet.
I swear, I gave him a macaroon.
You should have given him
I'm not
frog.
joking.
They have more filling.
Yeah, the frog. Yeah, you gave him bread, and now he's still hungry. Give him a frog. That's some protein.
Okay. Jesus.
Really, you're gonna feed your baby garbage?
Carbs.
Okay.
You got him McDonald's, really? You're that kind of mom. You just get your kid McDonald's.
We have McDonald's at home.
Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying?
That you a negligent parent.
Damn. Let me zoom in. Damn.
I'll show you negligent.
Oh.
What was I saying? You distracted me.
We're talking about Bo and her pauldron.
Oh, she's definitely scheming.
Oh yeah.
Because, okay, she is now part of their group, right? She went to the waters.
Sorry. Yes.
She went to the waters.
Finger guns.
She bathed in the living waters. She is now following the way. Like she's like, okay, so like, how do we eat and whatever. Like she's actually caring about the things that they do, like the traditions that they hold. And the armorer said like seeing a mythosaur is like a sign. It's like a spiritual sign.
Yeah.
And then they rescued that kid. And the armorer tells Din, rescuing a child is like the highest like honor. Like you are the most respected.
A foundling. Rescuing it specifically.
Rescuing a foundling is like one of the best things you can do. Yeah. Bo was a part of that mission. Bo led that mission.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Bo is doing all these things, whether she has ill intentions or not. She's looking really good in the eyes of the covert. The covert, yeah. So things are already looking good for her. Whether she wants to actually rule these people and be a good ruler, or if she wants to be a tyrant, or whatever it is, whatever.
She needs people to rule
exactly
over.
But it's working, right? She's like baby steps, like getting there, earning their trust. But her not telling Din about the mythosaur
is sus.
It's super sus. I think it's super sus. Because it's like, why are you hiding that? Yeah. Unless you're going to try to go back and either kill it or tame it or take a picture of it. I don't know. Get proof.
A selfie?
Get proof.
It could be also because, I mean, yes, according to her history, her being moody or put myself on a pedestal. It could be also because she doesn't want to prove Din right. She's been nagging him like
she was talking all that shit. You're right.
He's always take the old way so seriously. Him. It's like, damn, now if I tell him like all that shit's true right there on the spot, I better keep it to myself. I think it could be that too.
Okay,
that's a really good.
A little bit of like
really
a pride thing.
Yeah, because she's definitely the type of person that
can't be wrong.
Like my sister. That cannot accept when she's wrong.
Yeah.
And will never admit it to anyone else. You know. What? Fucking fact.
No, you're not wrong.
She's not listening to this shit.
Yeah.
But you know, she's definitely like that type of person. It's like, even when a mythosaur is staring at you in the face,
just like
you're not gonna tell that. Oh, you were right. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
think it's a really interesting like thing they're doing with her character, because it's like she says that she wants a family, right? Like, she says that she wants a group of Mandalorians. She says she wants to reunite, restore Mandalore. And I think it's going to come down to a point where she either gets revenge for her family and gets revenge for herself and becomes the ruler of Mandalore.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's going to be one or the other. It's either she has family, she has a group that really like trusts her and loves her and cares for her, or she rules
and betrays
Din, betrays the covert, betrays whoever she needs to get the power.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to come down to, maybe not even in this season, maybe it's a couple seasons of this, where she has to make a decision. And it's like, what do you really want? Do you really want to restore Mandalore? Do you really want what's best for Mandalore, or do you want what's best for you?
Yeah.
That's how I see like her character story going. And I think that's really interesting.
I think strong you're right. Character building.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff.
And we've already spent a lot of time with her, and it feels like we've just scratched the surface of like the potential of her character. And what, like, she could even flip-flop. She could do it multiple times.
I mean,
it's
she
not
has.
like it's not like she's evil forever or good forever. It's like she's playing both sides.
Well,
she's seeing
I think Bo is a bit of an opportunist.
Yeah.
You know, to where it's like she's not going to make any moves until she knows it benefits her.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Because if right now she were to be like, I want to fucking challenge you for the Darksaber, it's like, well, first of all, would she win?
Yeah.
Second, you know, how would that impact everything? Because if she does win, you know, last time somebody won the Darksaber fairly, like the way that you're supposed to, it split Death Watch in half.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like there's a lot to think about.
Create another civil war.
Exactly, it could create another civil war during a time where they're so close to restoring Mandalore.
They can't be infighting.
So she's being smart, but also like, you know,
it's to her advantage.
It's to her advantage.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that once that decision becomes clearer of what she should do, she'll do it.
Yeah.
But right now she's not going to do anything.
She can't feel her way through it right now. There's too many like changing pieces.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, right now she seems a little sus, but also like I did not expect her to tell the armorer this.
Her big secret.
Her big secret.
Okay, so what did you think of the armorer's response? Because to me it felt like she was like shitting her pants, but she has her helmet on, right? And she could just play it cool.
She's everything throughout the entire show. She's just kind of played it cool.
Yeah.
Even if they were like Palpatine's outside, she'd be like, that's nice.
Yeah,
you know,
maybe
like
it's meant to be.
It's meant, no, like she's like what? There hasn't been a single scene where
like,
she's like
her emotions.
No.
Yeah.
Never. Even when the fucking stormtroopers in season 1 came in to like, you know, kill her.
Yeah.
She was just sitting there waiting for them.
Yeah.
And then beats cheeks, you know, like fucking, like kicks their ass.
Yeah.
So she's a very calm, cool, and collected person.
Yeah.
That I'm sure she's like, damn, this bitch saw a mythosaur.
Yeah, that's
crazy. But
she's not gonna.
She's not
show
like.
her that
she's not gonna be like, what?
Best. Yeah.
You saw a mythosaur? If you ride that shit, you could lead all of us.
Yeah.
You know, like she's not gonna be like.
Would you say she's like the Yoda
of the Mandos right now? Kinda.
Like, in terms of like wisdom.
Yeah. Like I kinda.
Yeah.
No. Like it's very similar. Like the position, right?
Yeah.
Because everyone else is like, you know,
warrior.
They're all like, you know, they don't know what they're doing. They're just kind of surviving. She's the one kind of holding them all together.
Yeah.
And the only armor that they have, and like that's their whole culture.
Yeah.
Is also, the armor.
They should probably start training an apprentice.
I was about to say that. So yeah, like that's such an important. Feels like the glue that holds them together. A new piece.
Yeah.
You know, the startup of multiple rituals or traditions.
Yeah.
So Yeah, who's he gonna pass it on to? Because if she gets yeeted, who's gonna?
Yeah, they're like, well, we can't make any new armor because she had all the recipes.
Yeah. Where's her cookbook?
Yeah.
Where's the index cards?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a very good question. A very thought-provoking, part of the story that I'm sure we'll get.
Yeah.
But who knows? Who knows?
Who knows when?
Yeah, who knows when? But all right, we're running out of time. Is there anything else that you wanted to go over from Mando?
I think that was it. I mean, we kind of
covered everything.
Kind of got into it.
But yeah, Mando was incredible. I still cannot believe we are 2 for 2 on this shit.
Insane. If we get another thing right, I'm gonna pass out. Like
Star Wars podcast messaged us.
Yeah.
Because we did a cameo draft for the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
When we did their podcast before the season came out, and I told them about our Kelleran Beq theory, and so I picked Kelleran, and then I picked someone else, I forget, and then you picked Thrawn
and Han Solo.
And he was like, if Thrawn shows up, I'm busting your door down and finding the scripts you stole. And I was like, I'll help you look for him.
Yeah, I would love that.
Third one right, like the next message you're getting from Star Wars is, "Are you the FBI?"
Yeah, you're a little sus.
You're like, hey, who you talking to?
Yeah. Like, I wish.
I
wish I knew people who worked in Star Wars.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
You read that?
No. I mean, hey, Thrawn could still very much show up.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking 100%.
If Thrawn and Han Solo show up, imagine.
I think my other one was Boba Fett, but that's also kind of like
I think so. Yeah.
Or was it Ahsoka?
No, I think it was
Boba.
So they could all show up.
If they all show up, then we're geniuses.
We're geniuses. All right. So yeah, Mando was awesome. We'll see if we get any other of our predictions right, and if we do, then maybe tell your friends about us. I don't know.
Yeah.
Recommend the podcast that can tell the future.
Yes.
To your other Star Wars friends. But all right, we have like 10 minutes to talk about Bad Batch.
Okay.
Bad Batch was also awesome. We're back with Crosshair. It's super sad seeing him now attached to. It's not the Mind Flayer. It's that interrogation droid that they use on Leia.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of crazy seeing it being watching it be used, because it's like, damn, they did that to Leia.
Yeah, before it was implied,
yeah,
but now we're seeing it actually inject him and
exactly
do crazy shit to him.
So that's crazy. So they're trying to find this Nazi scientist is trying to find the Bad Batch because they're trying to find Omega.
Mm-hmm.
So they're torturing Crosshair to try and find them. He's like, come on, help us. And he's like, I don't know where they are.
And the guy's like, if you help me find the kid, then I'll kind of give you a clean slate. Because Crosshair's in a lot of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, because Crosshair killed an officer.
Yeah. It's not looking good for Crosshair.
Not looking good for him. But it's fucking crazy because he gets out because the stupid stormtrooper puts the gun right next to him.
He puts the gun down on the gurney or whatever
to strap him in.
Oh my god!
And then he grabs the gun, and when he stands back up, he's already got it pointed to his face.
Not even oh my god, when they puts you to sleep, stun.
Oh, stun! No,
it wasn't set to stun. It was set to kill, and the guy left it loaded on the thing.
So he goes bah, and then the other one bah, and then he
play stupid games, stupid prizes.
Exactly. He goes.
Oh my god.
So he does. He gets rid of the 2 guards and makes the scientist that sounds like Omega. Which again, I think there's something there.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a coincidence. He gets her to let him out, and he does stun her. He doesn't kill her, And he gets out. He's like drugged up, like he's high out of his mind right now.
He can barely walk.
And he's still taking out stormtroopers without hesitation.
Yeah, he's got like one hand on the gun.
Yeah, he's shitting
he's
on
like
these
trying to
stormtroopers.
hold his balance. He's like
Exactly, and he's able to get out a single message when she says it's like Plan 88 or something through a distress signal.
Yeah.
To get to
Clone Force 99.
Clone Force 99. So that was awesome seeing him like just tear through these stormtroopers through this base that he has no idea what's
pretty
where
badass.
he is. And what's crazy is the
Could it be the underwater one?
No, it's not. It's the one we see in season 1 of Bad Batch, where we see the Republic Commandos for the first time. It's that base.
Okay.
So it's like underground. And it's like in a mountain.
Okay.
But the freaking Imperial Nazi scientist makes like a gas that only affects clones. Yeah. Which is kind of insane.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what it looks like because he's like, I've built an immunity to it.
So I guess he just targets a specific strand of DNA.
Yeah, because he can. Right. He like went in there when they gassed him, and then he's like.
Yeah, he didn't have like a gas mask on or anything.
No, he didn't have a mask on. He's like, see that? Like, I've built like an immunity to this that you don't have, and Crosshairs are like, like dying.
Can't breathe.
No, not anymore.
Okay.
But I thought it was Dioxis, so I was like 100% like, oh, he's dying.
There
like,
he goes.
There he is. That's it. Crosshair's dead. But no, it's like some other gas. But yeah, so that was crazy, and then, I think that's when it cuts to the prison ship, where they're transporting Hauser and like a bunch of other clones, and
like illegally.
Illegally. And they get ambushed. So it's an Imperial prison ship, and they get ambushed by Gregor, or like a ship, an unknown ship, and inside is Gregor, Echo, and 2 other clones. I forget their names, but their armor looked very
Fireball.
Ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
And Rex.
Rex wasn't there.
No?
No. I don't think so. No. Rex wasn't there.
I thought he was.
Pull up a screenshot. Do you remember the episode?
No.
We can't.
I thought maybe I just assumed.
No, it's just, it's the same voice, so.
They're all
but it was definitely Gregor and Echo.
Okay, yeah.
It's Gregor and Echo.
Yeah, because Gregor's like.
Yeah.
You recognize his like tweaker voice.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Yeah, Gregor.
Everyone else is like, "Sir, they have entered the building." And
yeah.
He's like,
So, all right. So
I love him. I'm just saying, his voice is very distinct.
It is. But I love seeing Gregor again. I'm glad we are. And I absolutely love that it's a bunch of like renegade clones that have defected, and now they're like helping save their brothers that are also being like persecuted because they don't want to follow the Imperial's orders.
The scene where Hunter is talking to Echo, and Hunter's like, he understands why Echo is doing what he's doing, but he's kind of like, you're not going to save them all.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the message that, or like, it's kind of like what he says. He's like, you're not going to save them all. And Echo's like, that's not what it's about.
Yeah. No, of course.
There are brothers. And even if like, we can't leave them behind. And that's especially relevant because that's what happened to Echo. Like Echo.
Yeah.
Echo should have.
I didn't even think about that.
Like he was essentially left there to die. Not because of the clones. Like that wasn't their fault.
Well, they didn't know he was alive.
Yeah, they didn't know he was alive, but they go back for him, right? So.
And Clone Force 99 went back.
Exactly. So Echo understands how important it is to not give up on people, even if it seems like it's all for naught. It's like even if you save one life,
It's worth it.
It's worth it. And it's also at the point where Echo's like, I mean, it's a little morbid, but this is how I saw it. He was kind of like, I don't care if I die trying to save
he doesn't.
them.
He doesn't.
Yeah. He's like, then I've served my purpose.
Exactly.
Like I've gone out, at least for me, I went out the way I wanted to go. Not sent to a camp, not just discarded. At least I die doing what I think is right.
Yeah. And Echo is at a point in his life where it's like Peaky Blinders.
Yes.
Like all this is extra.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter
it's
if
like,
he dies.
He's like, I shouldn't be here.
Yeah. I should be dead.
Yeah.
I should be dead. So all this time that I've lived after that, this is extra. That instead of being selfish, it's I'm going to do something with this time that I have.
Yeah.
Right? This life that I still have. And it's very powerful how Echo is treating all of this.
Yeah.
Where it's like the war isn't over.
Yeah.
It's not over. It's only gotten worse.
Yeah.
And now they're, rounding up all the clones that don't agree.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess we don't really know what they're doing with them yet, but for all we know, the Empire could just be killing them.
That's what it sounds like, because they said there have been entire groups that have left and not come back.
They don't come
it's
back.
Not like one or two guys disappeared.
And I don't think they're just in prison.
No, because that's a waste of the Empire's resources.
And they are Imperial property.
Yeah. They don't even see them as like human beings.
They don't. If the Kaminoans didn't, the Empire doesn't.
Yeah.
So it's really fucking... It's really heavy. It's some heavy shit.
George was like, here's this kids' TV show about the most inhumane thing you can do is clone people and not give them rights.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of like the meat of it.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry. I said meat. And my body's like, I'm hungry.
You got any?
Got any? But yeah, like that is really heavy. But that's pretty much like the
most important. Like the
part.
takeaway, I guess. From the
but pretty much, they receive Crosshair's distress signal. And pretty much simultaneously, that's when Echo comes with the survivors and the information that he stole from the prison ship, and gives it to Tech to kind of like decipher. And that's where they find out that Crosshair has been a prisoner, and that he sent out the distress, like the distress signal.
That he rebelled, or what was
that he defected.
Defected.
And so they're like, well, we need to go save him. And then Hunter's like, well, it could be a trap. And
like
I'm over here like, how the fuck is it a trap if, you got a random distress signal from him, from his only code, and how would he know that Echo would show up with more proof that he is in custody?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He actually is in custody.
Like, he actually
it's not
is.
him
It's
saying
not...
he's in custody. You need to save me.
No, yeah.
No, he's actually in custody.
Exactly.
He actually shot that officer.
Exactly. But obviously Hunter is being,
he's
safe.
Yeah, he's like, I don't go.
But I'm just like, come on, Hunter. Like,
he's your brother.
Like, he did betray them, 6 times, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, it was really good.
It was amazing. But I think that's where we leave off, right? That's kind of like where, like, they just go back to torturing him.
I think so.
And then it's over.
Yeah.
Because it ended pretty abruptly.
Yeah, it was like 30 minutes.
But yeah, my God, Bad Batch is getting really, really good.
I think we only have one episode left.
Oh yeah, the next season is episode is the finale.
I think so.
Well,
hopefully it's long. Please give us like an hour.
Yeah, I hope so too.
We'll see.
But we'll see. I mean, yeah, both episodes today were fucking peak.
Yeah.
And not just because we called it, but it was. It really was.
So good. I love Star Wars.
Yes, we love it. Thank you, Star Wars, if you're watching. We love you. Thank you for amazing stories. Thank you to all of you for supporting our chaos, supporting this podcast, supporting us. It means the world to us to be able to do this and, just be part of this community and have people that are listening.
Yes.
But if you'd like to reach out with any topics, any questions, or let us know how you're enjoying this season of Mando and season of Bad Batch, please feel free to email us at punchitchewiepodcast@gmail.com. And, we'll talk. I want to cover the topics you guys want to hear. And if you want to send us any funny clips, anything at all, you can go ahead and send that there too. And please rate, review, subscribe. Again, it helps us immensely to reach a new audience, to just grow the podcast because, we have a lot of fun with this. And, I know there's people that would enjoy the show. But yeah, besides that, I still can't believe we call it. I still fucking can't believe it. So thank you so much, everyone. We love you. Love you. And
love you.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.